Hey guys, I want to come in today because this is a question that I get often. How do you know what your soul's purpose is? How do you know what your next step is? There's a lot of people that are in between careers right now and they're trying to figure this out. So one of the things, and many will ask me because I have had a few different successful careers and I started off having no idea what I was doing without any training, and came in and then built very successful businesses. So first and foremost, you want to work yourself back, one, from your imagination. You need to know what it is that you want. Bob Proctor does a great job speaking about this, as does Jim Rohn. I love them. They're both incredible. And it's really speaking to, instead of allowing pre-programming, preconditioned thoughts around what deems a profitable career, what's acceptable, what's the responsible thing to do, really instead looking at you're going backwards. What would you want to do? What's going to drive you forward? Because the success that you're going to have is not going to come from just wanting money or fame. It's going to, what's going to pull you forward each day and have you love what you do each day and continue to work well beyond retirement is going to be your love and passion for it. It's going to be that inspiration that drives you forward. So we get that from what we want, not from what we need. So work yourself backwards from your imagination. Take all pre-programming off the table. Take all your responsibilities out. And I know you might be going, well, I can't take responsibilities out. I have kids to feed. I have this. I have a mortgage. I get that. And just for the point of this exercise, allow yourself to go to that place. If I could do anything, what would I want to do? What is my imagined life? How do I spend my day? Right? How do I operate in the world? How do I spend my day? What are things that I do? If this is what my chosen path is, right? Allow yourself to go there. For instance, I loved fashion. I grew up in Wilmington, Delaware. It is not a fashion capital of the world by any means. I had made my prom dress when I was in high school. I didn't have any friends making their prom dresses. And my parents did not come from money. So my dad is self-made, right? They're in that space, but they didn't come from that. And we also didn't have, I'm dating myself here, we did not have the internet, right? So there were no shows where it was like Project Runway, and different things where I was like, oh, that can be a career. That just seemed to me like, oh, only these other people, I don't know who these people are that design, but they're these super creative, artsy, blah, blah, blah types. Well, I'm really creative. I just never thought of myself that way. I went to an all-girls private Catholic academy for school where the careers that they spoke to were be a doctor, be a lawyer, be a teacher, but the things that were creative were deemed hobbies. They weren't actually classes. They weren't even something that was really spoken about or taught in any way. So I worked myself backwards. I didn't get caught up in the how. And I didn't even realize at the time that I was doing this, but I followed inspired action. I took myself to New York City. Now, I had no reason for moving to New York City. I didn't go there a lot as a child. We went there on things called cultural days in high school. And I just remember I felt this need. And I went to a small high school and I went to a small college. So there was really no big reason. People are like, what got you there? And I'm like, I have no idea. I went there, total sheltered, small town girl. And I went there, and as life would have it, the woman that I got hired to be an assistant to, all of her accounts were beauty and fashion oriented. I didn't think about this. I just followed my inner guidance and started coming in and making storyboards and doing trend forecasting. I didn't even realize it was called trend forecasting. I didn't realize it was even a thing. I just thought, oh, this is something that I think would be really great for Juicy Couture. This is something I think would be cool for, Kenneth Cole. I made myself indispensable to her clients without even realizing it. And she started calling me, her trend forecaster. And I started getting this role in the company, and they started asking me, what else would you do for other brands and things of that nature. I made myself, like I said, indispensable, and it gave me an education that I didn't have. From there, I ended up doing jewelry design and traveling the world. I did handbag and accessory design. I had a career in this in New York City, traveling all over, going to Japan to trend shop. I had that career that, girls dream about, and I did it, and I had no idea how I did it, and I was successful at it. And I followed inspired action. I followed what I always felt inside of me, and it led me forward. It brought me, like I said, it made me so good at what I did. I didn't get caught up in, I don't have the training, I don't have the schooling, I didn't go to FIT, right? Like, I didn't get caught up in that. I just kept going. When I felt the calling to become a coach, there weren't coaches, really. I mean, my family made jokes. My brothers were like, what, are you gonna sit on a mountaintop and chant with goats? And I was like, I might, I don't know. But this is what I feel. I feel that I've done that piece now. I feel good about what I did, and I followed that next calling. It was so scary. I lived in the most expensive city in the world, right? In the most expensive neighborhood in that city, in the West Village. And I was making really good money. And I left it all and just went in. And this is how the universe shows up for you. I went in and actually said, like, I'm out, you know, after 10 years. And they were like, what can we do to make you stay? And the offer that I threw out was so ridiculous, but that offer is what helped me to be able to keep a lifestyle, right, without the stress, and build my next business and pay for mentors and coaches and, you know, masterminds and all the things. And I didn't know how to do that one either. I had no idea how to build a digital business. I had no idea how to do any of that, but I didn't need to know the how. And if I would have learned all the things that I've learned and would have known that would have been what I would have to do, I would have never even gotten started because it would have been so overwhelming, right? So I share these stories with you because I really want you to see, come from your imagination, let go of the how, let go of the steps, recognize what is pre-programming versus your soul's truth. Get into your imagination. What is it you would want to do? What would you pay to do for a living? What would you actually pay money and go, I would pay you to be able to do this every day. Like, this is how much I love this, right? I would pay you. And you allow that. And the other thing that I want to say is, as you're allowing your dream to incubate, don't share it. Don't share it when it's still tender to you. Don't share it when other people are going to project their beliefs onto it and it's going to keep you from moving forward. That is one of the main mistakes that I see that gets made. Allow for the incubation, allow for the fostering. It is a baby, it's a birthing, and you want to give it everything that you have, and you want to allow for the gestation of it and keep doing, and ask your higher self, what is my next step? What is my next step? And trust in that. Anything that's been planted in your imagination is already showing you that it can occur, that it's yours. You just need to align your consciousness with that. So I hope this video helped you out. DM me and let me know, what is it you want? What is your dream? What are you excited about? Because I see it and I know it for you, and I believe in you, and I know you can do it. Come from this heart, do the steps in this video, and I can't wait to see how this turns out for you.